to the next one. Now this time around is same direction, start at different time, but opening the gap. Opening the gap. What does opening the gap means? It means that the object that moved first traveled faster than the object that moved later. So let's take a look at this example here. Don started cycling from point A to point B at 7 a.m. an average speed of 12 kilometers an hour. David started cycling from point A to point B 3 hours later. So David started 3 hours later. So since John's speed is twice of David, all right, David will never be able to catch up. Why? Because we know that Don is faster than David, and some more, Don starts first. So in fact, the gap will become wider and wider. Okay, so at what time were the two cyclists 40 kilometers? Okay, let's draw the timeline here. Let's put all the information inside for you to understand better. Okay, so Don started at 7 a.m. Speed is 12 kilometers an hour. Right, David started 3 hours later, which is 10 a.m. Okay, David 10 a.m. The speed of David is half that of Don, right? Because they say that Don's speed is twice, so David must be half. Will be 6 kilometers an hour. Okay, so what happened is that when so when Don is ahead, so they asked to calculate. So David will be 48 kilometers apart. Okay, David will be 48 kilometers apart. Okay, so let's see how it is calculated. So distance by Don after 3 hours, okay, would be distance by John. So not Don. John is 12 kilometers an hour times 3 hours. Okay, distance is speed times time. The speed of John is 12 kilometers an hour. Okay, and the time taken, all right, because he started first, right? From 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. is 3 hours. Okay, so it's 36 kilometers. Okay, so when John is 36 kilometers ahead, all right, then David starts the journey. Okay, then David starts the journey. Okay, so after some time, John would be 48 kilometers away from David, right? So what is the difference here? 48 kilometers minus 36 kilometers, you get 12 kilometers. So to create this gap here, so for every 1 hour, John is ahead by 6 kilometers. Now, how do you get 6 kilometers? We can see here, John is faster than David by 6 kilometers for every 1 hour. So it means that for every 1 hour, John will be further ahead by 6 kilometers. In 2 hours, it will be twice, 12 kilometers and so on. So since the difference in the gap is 12 kilometers, so 12 divided by 6, you get 2 hours. Okay, so since David started at 10 a.m., okay, 2 hours ahead will be 10 a.m. plus 2, you get 12 p.m. All right? Okay, can All right. Okay, now let's take a look at the